right. Gravity Films. Got another interview. Let us know who we have here.
Got BeachBoyTae, man, from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Atlantis Apartments to be exact.
Okay. So, your name is BeachBoyTae. Everybody know you from Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
Tell me what it was like growing up in Virginia Beach. Because, in other cities in the 757, there's a specific perception about the beach.
I know what you got to say too.
But tell me how it was like for you growing up.
Shit. For me, it was fun. I mean, I went from Virginia Beach to Norfolk, Campostella on Pike Street, then back to Virginia Beach. So I was like back and forth from both. I used to be out every hood. All my family stayed out every hood. I mean, it was just like any other city. This shit fun. Dangerous parts is good parts. The good, the bad. I mean.
What do you think the biggest misconception about Virginia Beach is?
I guess motherfuckers saying the beach soft. Because it's like how can you just say a whole city is soft based off a group of motherfuckers that y'all think is soft? Like it's a snitch in their hood, it's a bitch in their hood, and there's niggas in the suburbs that's harder than niggas from the hood. Just because you from the hood, that don't make, you know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? And niggas in the suburbs get busy just like niggas in the hood do. So when they be like the beach soft, I just brush it off. I don't give a fuck for real.
So, and I think probably you were the first rapper I seen from the beach. I was like, what? That look kind of like a hood in Virginia Beach. Like, where the hell is that? Like,
Atlantis.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you dropped the Rover video, and I was like, oh, they got hoods out the beach?
I mean, we had a lot of, I ain't gonna say a lot, cause I can't name too many people, but it was a few before me, like Block Life, Killer Quan, and Dom Ski and them. They from Twin Canal, so that's out the beach. But we separate areas and shit. So when we say Beach Boys are down the beach, that's us. They'd say the Now, then it'd be like Bayside and all type of other different shit. But yeah, they was rapping, and then I guess I just picked it up from where they left off.
So basically you saying you move around, you know what I'm saying? First it was the beach, then it was Norfolk. Like what would you say is the differences between each city that you lived in?
All right. So I went from Lannis. Lannis is like one of the wildest hoods out the beach. But it's like when I stayed out there, my whole family stayed out there. Like I had 2 family members in each court type shit. So it's like it was home, but the shit was bad as hell. Then when I went to Norfolk, Campostella, it was low key like, know what I mean, Atlantis, but I say it was worse. Cause Atlantis like apartments, I stayed in my grandma's crib, but like the living conditions was way worse and shit. Then when I moved back out the beach, I moved with my aunt and my grandma. That shit was like that shit was like Jefferson's moving on up. It was that good times. One of them, like you moving on up. Like it was way better. Like they made sure I did my work, my school work. I went to church every Sunday, all type of shit. But I mean, I still did what I did, but it was way better. Like the conditions, they made sure everything was straight. I went to every doctor's appointment, dentist appointment, all, like the whole momentum changed, just like switched up. So it was way better there.
How would you describe your childhood? So basically we went from where you used to live, but describe not necessarily living conditions, but the living conditions. Like how was your mom? How was your dad? Like how was, that
right,
situation?
So I lived with my mom from, like back when I was like infant, like 1, 2, I can't remember them ages type shit, but I know I lived with my mom and my dad once upon a time. But after that, I never lived with my dad until like 2014. That's when I came, and I wasn't really living with him. I was coming back home from college and shit, so I was just staying there on my breaks and shit when I came back home. But I started living with my mom, and when I leave Landis, 2nd grade, and from there we went out campus.
So why did that change happen? Like why'd you start living with your mom?
Cause like my mom was on drugs and shit. So like me and my sister would be like 7 and 9, like 6 and 8 standing in the crib by herself, and she don't even come back certain days, or like she'd be gone the whole night. Then me and my sister be getting ourselves ready for school. Like my sister get us ready for school and shit like that. So that's what changed with her. And I started living with her in 2nd grade, and went to my grandma's crib at Campostella. and my mom moved with us too. So like that's when me and my sister split. So it was like this shit so crazy because it's like we stayed on Pike Street out Campus Stella, and my sister grandma stayed on this corner, which I call my grandma too, and my mother's mother stayed on this corner. So it's like I was about 10 steps away from my sister, but I still went with my sister. We were still in separate cribs and shit. And my mom was living with us at my grandma's crib, her mother, and my grandma ended up kicking my mom out. I can't remember the reason or whatever, but I know it's along the lines of that bad habit she still got the drug habit. And from there, I was just going to Campus Stella, living with my grandma, and I didn't really like it over there. Like, I couldn't stand the conditions we was in, and I ended up moving with my aunt and my grandma. My dad made that play, like for me to move from Camp Stella back to Lynn Haven with my grandma and my aunt and shit like that.
So did that affect you when you were young, or like did you feel like your mom being on drugs, like did that affect you when you were young, or like did you not see the effects of that? Like, you know what I mean?
It definitely affected me. I used to think about that shit all the time. I used to cry about that shit. I used to get teased about the shit. Like my older cousin would get into it, he'd tease me about it. Like if anybody knew about it, they'd tease me about it. But as I got older, like my aunt Nikki, she from Virginia, but she moved to Maryland, DC area. Like I used to go there every summer or every Christmas break and spend time with them. Like I said, I moved around a lot. I won't just in one place, just sitting in one place. I always went to different cribs, stayed at different cribs, had fun, went on trips. My dad still laced me with all the newest shit, newest shoes. Cause back then he was getting it. I don't want to say too much. If you listen to my music, you know what I'm talking about. Like he had money, he was getting it. He was in the streets and shit. So he kept us laced. He even kept my sister laced sometimes. Know what I mean? But other than that, she had just like encouraged me like that. Don't what I'm trying to say. Don't fall into the trap of listening to what they saying to me. Get over it. Know what I mean? What's done has already been done. You can't save her if she don't want to be saved. Like so, as time got, know what I mean, over and I got older, I just got over it for real, and I just accepted it for what it was. That's what it is for real.
Most definitely. So, where did the love of music come into play? Like, who were some of the artists that, when you were young, that you gravitated towards?
Bro, I always loved music. Like, and the crazy part about it is, I think I listened to R&B more than rap. Like my pops used to come scoop us up in the Accurate Legend or his Denali song with the TVs in the back. We playing the game in the back. This nigga blasting Mary J. Blige, but he keep the same motherfucking song. He keep repeating the shit over and over again, so it's drilling in our head and shit. So I've been like music. Like the first artist that was my favorite artist was Bow Wow. Know what I mean? I ain't gonna
That's
snatch.
why you got the braids right now.
Hell no. I ain't gonna snatch, but
That's why you got the braids right now.
That's when we was blood though. That's
For
when
sure.
goddamn the screen tours and all of that shit was jumping
like Mike and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got one more. Nah, but for real though, that's like when all the screen tours and all that shit was popping. We was going to that shit with airbrush t-shirts, headbands, all type of shit. Then from him, it went to 50 Cent. I was on all the G-Unit mixtapes, the albums, Banks, you know what I mean, 50, all of them, Yayo, I was listening to all of them, and then from them, it was just Wayne. And that's where it stopped at. Wayne, my favorite artist.
I feel like anybody like around our age, that's kind of how it went, cause 50 Cent was my favorite rapper at a point, and then Wayne came, you know what I mean, and like Wayne changed. 50 was that nigga, yo, like niggas don't understand, like the fear that King Von had in people around this time, that's the fear that 50 Cent had back then.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
But I fell in love with Wayne. I've been started liking Wayne, but I fell in love with Wayne when we had you know how you used to always go to the team parties and shit, and they dropped that Cannon.
Oh yeah.
Cannon. It was a rap. It was a rap. It was over with. That Cannon.
So how did that move towards you doing music yourself?
All right, so 12th grade. I mean, we always used to rap. You know, everybody be at a lunch table making beats and rapping and shit. But 12th grade, my pops had got me a laptop or whatever, a MacBook, and we just used to freestyle over instrumentals. But my homeboy Leo Bricks, he a rapper and shit. We call him Dig, but his rap name Leo Bricks and shit. he had came to my cousin LV crib, and he had downloaded like GarageBand and all that shit on my computer, and he set it up. I take that back.
Well, how long is this? How long ago is this?
This 2012.
Okay.
I take that back. I said that wrong. My cousin Ace 21, he a producer. Y'all can Google him or whatever. He had downloaded all like the Garage Bands, the what's the other shit you use?
GarageBand, Pro Tools,
all that
Logic,
shit. I don't know
all
how
that
to
shit.
use that shit. I only knew how to use GarageBand and shit. So my homeboy did. He came to LV crib and he set it up in the in LV goddamn closet and plugged up some Microsoft headphones, like the shit with the goddamn foam on it. And then they had like the foam mic piece.
Oh yeah, like the gamer shits.
Yeah, he plugged it up and like he showed us how to record ourselves. And the first song we ever recorded was to the Chief Keef Don't Light instrumental.
Okay.
So when I was in 12th grade, then I went to school and college, we used to do the same shit. But I never really, everybody used to be like rap and shit, but I never really cared for it until.
Why did they tell you to rap though? Was it because like you had a personality, you looked like a rapper? Like what? Why were they telling you to rap?
I would say I looked like a rapper. I always been fresh and shit, but I don't think that was the reason. I just was kind of like, I was alright. I was good,
sure.
You know what I mean? I just used to say stuff, like, I just used to say shit that came to my head, but it was like, damn, that shit kind of hard.
For sure.
But when we listen to it now, it'd be like, what the fuck was you talking about, man? You know what I mean? Back then, that shit was like, damn, that shit was kind of hard with us. So they used to be like, my homeboy Renard, he was one of the main ones. My homeboy Tay Howard, they was like, bro, you should rap, do this thing. I'm like, man, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? So I ain't really care about rap for real. I just used to play around with it. And then, like, as college went on, it was close to graduation time, and I only went to college to please my family. It's like when motherfuckers say, "You went to college, it make you feel good. Like, what you do? Boy, you in college?"
But you ain't really want to do anything like have a career based on your.
I ain't know what I was gonna do, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't know what I was gonna do. So goddamn, close to graduation, bro. I wasn't even about to graduate. It was like some shit. They tried to do some funny shit, and then my aunt, like I said, my aunt in DC, I used to go to her crib every summer and all that shit. She had made a call to the school. This, then the third, she called me back like, "Go get your cap and gown, take your ass to the to the jump tomorrow. You about to graduate." So I was like, "Damn, that's what's up." So when I'm about to graduate, I'm like, "Yo, I ain't apply for no job, no nothing." Cause like for real, bro, I'll say 80% of niggas that graduate from college or people that I know, they don't even got a job with their degree. You feel what I'm saying? Or the job that they do have now, the degree, it doesn't require that degree. It's not even in that field. So I ain't know what the fuck I was gonna do, you feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I gotta rap. I'm gonna just rap. That's the only reason I promise you, that's the only reason I started rapping. And in 2017, that's the first time I went to a real studio to start recording and shit. And goddamn, we made a couple of songs and shit. So I told my cousin Tay Seuss, cause he nice as a bitch or whatever. Y'all can search him up too. Tay Seuss on some shit, OSS or whatever. So goddamn, I told him, I'm like, yeah, shit, you start rapping, I'm gonna start rapping. I mean, cause he younger than me, but he was goddamn, like the shit he used to say in his songs was like, yeah, like he hard. So it's like, damn, you start rapping, I'm gonna keep rapping. I mean, you keep going, I'm gonna keep going. But at one point he had stopped and I just kept going. And then after that, it was just like, I mean, I caught a little buzz in the city or whatever.
For sure. So let's go back. Let's go back to college days.
Yeah.
You got any crazy college stories? Cause you know it'd be like crazy college parties. You know what I'm saying? Different shit like that.
My whole college career was crazy. I remember one time, right? Shit,
niggas said, I don't know if I want to say all of this.
Those stories anyway, but my girl not gonna give a fuck or whatever, right? So goddamn, I remember one time I was hitting the jank in my dorm room, and my cousin LV came to visit. So you know what I mean, he like this before LV started going to Virginia State anyway. So I'm like, man, I'm about to show you how to fuck. You know what I mean? We do it out here. You feel what I'm saying? So goddamn, I'm hitting the jank, and LV come. That nigga come in my dorm room. I'm hitting the jank. I mean, why he in there? So I walk out like, oh, do you? But he ain't end up doing that with the jank or whatever. Long story short, I'm low-key happy he did it. Even though I didn't, man, she gonna be mad as a bitch. I ain't saying her name though. Even though I didn't catch nothing, she texted me and was like, go get checked. I got chlamydia. Bro, I don't even know what the fuck chlamydia is, bro. This guy, honestly, I call my pops on the phone right now, bro. I text my pops, tripping. He ended up calling me. I'm like, yo, set up a doctor's appointment. I'm coming home. The girl said she got chlamydia. I don't know what it is, but I need to get checked. Sure. He said, man, you dumb motherfucker, you coming home. So I'm like, man, fuck that. I hang up. Man, I run all the way across campus to this shit called Memorial Hall and get checked up. And I end up having it. They was like, with chlamydia, I guess everybody don't catch it, this, that, and the third. But that was like a scary story right there. And then like, bro, I got so many stories. Bro, we fought the whole campus. I'm talking about one point, it was a 757 versus DC.
God.
Every day. Bro, we fought from, all right, so it's like.
So how y'all get away with that though, like without getting suspended or like expelled? Yeah.
Shit, wasn't nobody from the administration. Ain't nobody from the administration there when it's nighttime.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so like, it was like, if you went to Virginia State, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like a street. It's like a street all the way down where you park your cars at. Then it's the corner store right there, Mr. Lee Corner Store. I don't know if Mr. Lee's still there, but Mr. Lee Corner Store. But we fought from Mr. Lee Corner Store to Quads, from Quads to the field, from the field to Foster, from Foster to the basketball gym, to the basketball court in front of the basketball gym. Like, it was just like a DC versus 757 thing, and it was just like it was because of one little incident that happened. I can't remember what it was, but it's like somebody put a battery in the motherfucker back, so now it's like these niggas gonna follow with these niggas and we gonna ride with us. So it was just like that shit. Goddamn. RP my boy Ville. They had was coming out. You know how like people be coming out for like frats, and then girls come out for sororities, and then it's like organizations on campus. It was like a low-key fake organization they was coming out for, but they didn't know it. Know what I mean? Then like they had to cross a river or whatever, but I'm guessing it was high tide and it was nighttime. Know what I mean? So when they was crossing the river.
Oh, they got to swim across the river?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was two of them, Juan and Ville. They ain't make it out the river. So it was like, and we knew the person who was like basically initiating them like to go do this, like I'm part of it, you got to do this, that, and the third, but it wasn't a real organization, you feel me? So they didn't making it out the river, and we couldn't find them. So like the whole campus, like this shit was on the news. You can Google it, everything. Like all
I
us.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. All us thought we going out there to look for the nigga and shit. Well, I ain't gonna say that's my boy, but y'all get what I'm saying. We going out there to look for him, and we can't find him. So goddamn, they end up finding their bodies in the river. Like, I don't want to mess the story up or whatever. I think it's like 2 days later, 3 days later, something like that, or whatever. And I called home. I was just telling my mom, like, man, I'm ready to come to the crib, because that was our dog. We stayed in the same dorm hall. Talking about everybody be wrestling in the hallways. We playing the game. We walking to the team parties together. I mean, not the team parties, the college parties and shit together and all type of shit. And then goddamn, we ended up running into the dude that put the shit together. And I ain't gonna say too much about that. I mean, he locked up now, but shit, the shit we did, we almost we could have went to goddamn locked up for a minute if we would have went through what we was gonna go through it. But other than that, yeah, that shit had fucked us up. Long story short, I went there for biology, dropped that, shit was too hard, switched to business major.
It's a lot of math and biology, ain't it? Is that a math and shit?
I don't know. I quit. I quit like the fourth day.
Nah, for
it
sure.
It was over. And I went to school of business. Got kicked out of the school of business. I won't go into class and shit. And I was losing financial aid because I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't really doing my work. My grades weren't good. Then I had went to this girl dorm room or whatever, and her roommate was schizophrenic. This all happening at one time when my grades fall, I'm losing financial aid, and I go to her room, her roommate's schizophrenic or whatever, and she like, what the fuck she was like? She was basically telling me she didn't want me to be in the room. I'm like, man, whatever, man, I'm about to get some. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck that, I'm staying the night. So when she go in the shower, she about to go in the shower, she was like, when I get out of the shower, you better not be bad.
Swear to God.
I swear to God, bro. I swear to God.
I bet y'all would.
I swear to God,
bitch, y'all would have.
We in
your room.
No, what we in? We in Quads too. Nah, we in Gateway. We in Gateway. That's exactly when we in Gateway. So when she come back out the shower, I'm already asleep. Mm-hmm. Then goddamn, she start recording us while me and the girl in the bed. So I'm like, man, shit, what the fuck is you doing? Like, she just recording. I told you to get out. So I smacked the phone. I threw the shit. She ain't like that. So I ended up falling asleep. Bro, I get a tap on my shoulder. Bro, it's probably like 8 police officers in the room.
Swear to God.
I swear to God. This schizophrenic. Matter of fact, just so y'all don't think I'm lying, I would. I would. That's my dog though. I can't do that. She from DC though. The girl I was with from DC and shit. So goddamn, like 8 police officers wake me up and shit. Goddamn, they put me in the handcuffs and shit. They like, do you got a gun in the room? The shit so crazy, bro. I always used to have a pistol with me. Like, I do such and such, I go hit a lick, this, that, and the third, and I go drop my shit off to my homegirl Fatima. Now, I mean, because I'm staying on campus. Fatima don't live on campus. She can vouch for it, too. That's my dog from New York, Fatima, or whatever. So I'm like, damn, I'm happy I ain't got this shit. But I think I told her, but I don't really believe I told her that. She said, when she told the police when I was messing with her, I said, if I don't stop messing with her, I'm going to shoot her. Know what I mean? So she went to tell them that. They came to get me from upstairs and shit and walk me down. They tell me what happened, this, that, and the third. So now I got to go to a JA meeting. When you got a JA meeting, that's like, it's basically like when you in high school and you got to go to detention, and you go to ISS. Now you got to have a meeting. If you're going to stay in school, you get kicked out. That's what type of meeting shit was. And I was already losing financial aid, this, that, and the third. So I knew I was getting kicked out. So I ended up going back to the crib, right? When I go back to the crib, I work at the shipyard or whatever. I write the goddamn
resignation letter or something.
The president of the school. I write a letter so I can get back in school and shit. Okay. So I get back in school. When I come back to school, it's the ending of 2014. I'm already behind now because I'm supposed to graduate 2016. You know what I mean? So I'm a semester behind or whatever. So when I get there, 2016, and for some reason, I'm about to graduate though. You know what I mean? I caught up, this, that, and the third. I did extra credits and shit. I'm about to graduate. And when you graduate, you need an internship or whatever. So I had an internship, but I went to a party for graduating seniors, and I ended up getting shot. So when I get shot, my internship, like, what type of nonsense are you into? Instead of asking what's going on or making sure I'm all right, he like, what type of nonsense, hood rat stuff? Gary Flowers, Mr. Gary Flowers, he got a radio show in Richmond. Fuck you, punk ass bitch. If I see y'all. Anyways, because he fucked me up, bro. Like, I was really supposed to graduate. He dropped me from the internship. So it's like, when you drop me from the internship, I can't graduate. Because my major is mass communication at this time. Because I went from...
So this is after 4 years?
This is the 4th year.
This is the 4th year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I do that and he dropped me, I can't graduate. Now I gotta wait a whole nother semester to get an internship. Now I get the internship, now I can graduate in 2017. That's why I graduated in 2017. My whole college journey was crazy, bro. It's way more stories than that, but I ain't just gonna sit and tell all the goddamn stories and shit like that. Cause it'll take up like 3 hours and bullshit.
So,
no bullshit.
So you say you started to gain a buzz in the city. How did that start? Like, what were you doing to gain a buzz? Like, were you already known in the city? Like, just from...
Yeah, I was already known. I already had a name, but when I started rapping, it gave me a little bit more. But it's like, I'm already known, so it's like, damn, he rap now? I mean, let me see what he talking about. Some people, but you know, another side be like, man, I ain't listening to that shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how the game go. But I started getting a little buzz. I did about, man, I ain't gonna lie, I probably did about 30 free shows before I started getting paid. But it's like, I took the bullets for everybody though, bro. Like if you listen to me, I tell you, I took the bullets for everybody. I was the one going to all the Norfolk clubs when they was trying to say the beach was scared of Norfolk. I performed at Lido's. Know what I mean? I went to the Origami. I performed at Broadway. I performed at the Nova. I performed at all that shit, bro. Know what I mean? When they was trying to say the beach was scared to do this, that, and the third, I was going to all these places for free. I went to everything you can name in the beach for free. All that shit for free. But the buzz came when that 2017 wave, everybody was starting to get a buzz, but I can't remember if that was too. It couldn't have been.
Was it Rover or was it something before Rover?
It was Rover.
Okay.
It was Rover because Londo had dropped Julio and I dropped Rover, but they thought we was dissing each other because of the line he said and the shit that I had said in the song made it seem like I was dissing him. But bro, I really won't dissing him, man. If I was dissing him, I would have said his name. You feel what I'm saying? I really won't diss him.
Did you take the line that he said and like switch it up type shit?
I took the line he said and put it in front of my song.
But it won't necessarily a diss.
Nah, I did. Yeah. I did that because what am I trying to say? Like a like a troll tactic.
Yeah.
Because that line right there had shit buzzing. But it's like when he said the line, it's like, bro, I think you gotta address who you're talking to, because if you say this, do you know, like Beach Boys, it ain't just this, that, and the third. It's like a whole. Now I mean that's
whole section.
That's the beach. We call ourselves
Whole
the
bird
Beach
net.
Boys. So it's like now people that you cool with gonna look at you differently because you just said, why y'all niggas fucking with the Beach Boys and you know they ops. You feel what I'm saying? Now niggas gonna be like, what the fuck is you talking about? But we knew who he was talking about, but he should have addressed it and made it clear. So I took that and put it in the front of my song. Now my shit get to going crazy. But they think cause I took that, and now when I'm rapping, it's like, like, damn, is this nigga dissing them? They ran with it. They said it was a diss. That's why them shits went crazy like that, for real. And I got the buzz off that. From that video, I started getting paid. Every time I went out to a club, every time I did a show, every time I'm on the fly, I got paid.
So were you surprised that it went that crazy? Like that people took it that way?
Bro, this how I went. I dropped this shit. And I'm mad as a bitch. I ain't have a YouTube channel at the time because those subscribers could have came to me. Now everything I dropped, it would have.
It was on Ivy League, Jane?
Yeah, it was on Ivy League.
Okay.
That motherfucker always catch all the good vibes.
He do though.
I'm a dog and everything on his shit, man. That nigga got all that shit. But I had he had hit me up. He was like, I'm about to drop it. I was like, all right, bet. I posted. When I posted, I ain't think nothing of that. I just posted a clip on Instagram. Went to go gamble or some shit. I went to sleep. My phone is going crazy, like all just like no bullshit, like 100% facts. My phone is going crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? I hope ain't nobody died. You feel what I'm saying? And my shit going crazy. Like then I get on Instagram, my shit snapping. I went from like 4,000 followers to like 8,000 followers quick.
Damn.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck?
Just off you
bro,
dropping.
I hit him up. I'm like, bro, what you bought somebody? You bought this shit? I'm like, hell no. You know what I mean? But that shit. I dropped the shit. The next day I woke up, my video was at like 10,000.
Damn.
I'm like, hell nah, bro. It used to take me like 3-4 months to get 10,000 views. I'm like, man, nah. 2 days later, bitch, that shit at like 25,000. I said, gosh almighty. It's the one.
Niggas sound lit now.
Yeah, and then like without me even asking, all the DJs just start playing that shit. Like that's what I need more DJs to do. Now it's just like a money thing. I mean, everybody got to get paid, but if you got an ear for some music and you hear that shit snapping in some butt, just drop it in the club. Like, what is that gonna do to you if you just if you drop a nigga song in the club? Now it's tap in. We got to come up with a plan. You got to give me this certain amount of money, bro. Just drop this shit.
If you fuck with it.
Saying? If you fuck with, drop it.
Yeah.
Cause you here with me. You ain't out there with them. We both ain't made it yet. We all know how hard it is to make it from Virginia. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, that shit started snapping. And after that, it was.
Cause I was about to ask you, because you were saying that, for a while you weren't getting paid for shows, you were doing free shows. What do you think is the difference between you and other artists? Because I know a lot of other artists aren't getting paid for shows, and they gotta sell tickets or they gotta pay to get on on another show. Like, what's the difference? Like, what did you do different that they not doing, you think?
I mean, shit, I can't really tell you the difference. I'm just me and they them. But I was always outside. Like a lot of people that's dropping music, they don't be outside. Like,
what you mean by outside?
Like, since 15, I was at 21 and up clubs. Like my dad a legend in the beat, so I knew all the beat security. I'm getting in 21 and up clubs. I'm 15, 16. I'm fighting security guards and niggas that's 30 in the club at 16. I'm still in high school. Like I'm at all the team parties. I'm at all the jumping jelly bean, the hop, try some Manilas, you know what I mean? The hop, all of that shit. I'm at all of that shit. I'm outside. I'm at all the carnivals. I'm everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? So I already knew hella people. You feel what I'm saying?
You had a name, like people knew you. Yeah.
So it's just like some people just drop music and to think the shit's supposed to go crazy, and bro, you not outside. Like, bro, my cousin Tay Black. To this day, if we go out to any club, he gonna run up on the DJ and press him. Like, nigga, drop that shit. And sit right there beside him. Like, bro, drop that shit right now. Like,
right now.
You need me to airdrop it to you? Oh God, bro, we just did that shit. We had went out. What the fuck we went out to? Thug ex-girl, Carly or something. She came to Oceans 11, so we was at Oceans. They dropped the shit there. We went from Oceans to LA's. We went from Oceans to Beach House, from Beach House to LA's. And that nigga just pressing every DJ like, nigga, drop that shit. I mean, and that's the type of people you need. Even when I go to Atlanta shit, I be with my cousin Tyrese. He going to every DJ like, drop that shit, nigga. I mean, what you need? A ball, 50, 100? Here, drop that shit. Like, just outside, bro. You just pressing niggas.
So basically, you think like you were networking essentially.
Yeah, Suge Knight type of networking.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
But yeah, I always network. Like, if I see people or like, but I'm not too I mean, I ain't too friendly. I'm friendly if you know me, but I don't like if somebody just hit me up like, let's work. I don't know you.
Yeah,
I don't want to work with you.
You don't know him.
That's why I got so many single songs. I don't want to work with you. And plus, when I done been on a lot of vlog sites, say cheese plenty of times. If I'm gonna put this type of money or work into my video or anything, I need you to be doing the same shit. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna promote myself and I don't see you promoting yourself on your page and you want to do a song, I'm not doing it with you. You're not even gonna promote it.
You're not even serious about what you're doing.
That's why I haven't got a celebrity feature yet. It was a couple celebrity features that I wanted to get, like Casanova. I wanted to get a feature from Casanova because my homie Lusky or whatever. Now I mean, I low key met Casanova through him. Well, not necessarily, but this how that came about. We was at Virginia State. Lou always dropped Casanova song, right? So I ended up recording it, and I tagged him and sent it to his DM. He like, yo, what is that? I'm like, Virginia State. He come to Virginia State the next week. He in Foster Hall. We in Foster Hall. It's like a meet and greet meeting with the nigga, this, that, and the third. And I know he like to shoot dice. So like, bro, this is straight facts. As anybody that was there, anybody that went to Virginia State. Now I mean, do the questions on Instagram. Was y'all there? There's even feeling there's a question about. I dropped the dice in front of everybody. And I mean, he like, let's get it. He like, my bank $10,000. So I pulled out a meat roll on his ass. Like, nigga, this ain't, I mean.
What you talking about, nigga? You said 10, nigga.
But right now I got some shit on it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, it ain't just your bank. We gonna pee-wee for this. I mean, so we pee-wee. Then everybody in there like, nah, yo, chill, because you ain't gonna be able to come back. You come here the first time in college trying to graduate. I mean, gamble on campus and shit. You know what I mean? So after that, the shit died. I keep tagging the nigga, right? So they end up coming to Virginia, the I'm So Brooklyn Challenge. We at the Scope. We go backstage at the Scope. I still got a video Glass posting and shit. We backstage. We shooting dice with the nigga. But it's like every time I run into him, I don't talk about music. It's straight, nigga, get down, put down, dice. Know what I mean?
What's up?
So it's like
some of y'all got in common.
Yeah. So it's like, even though we only met probably like 3 to 4 times, it was like a low key, like a little relationship on some shit. Like if I see him, he acknowledge me.
Yeah, for sure.
Dap me up. We get talking about dice talk. You know what I mean? We ain't talking about no music, this, that, and the third. So he had a show at Shockers. After Shockers, it was over. They shut it down. They let us stand there for a little bit longer. I took him to some man, I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying that, but anyways, we went somewhere to have a nice time, but the time wasn't nice because the people there was whack. They don't really know what I mean on the type timing. So goddamn, we ended up leaving this shit. But that's one of the niggas I want to, because it's like a genuine relationship. And I know if I would have probably did something with him after a couple more times as Lincoln, he would have posted the shit. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like he would have posted the shit. Nowadays, if you get a feature from a rapper, they'll carry your shit. They'll do the feature, they might do the video, but they ain't gonna post it. Now it's just like, you ain't gonna get the views that you're really supposed to be getting because they not promoting the shit, you feel what I'm saying? They not posting your shit. I don't want no type of rapper to carry me like that. Like, if I give you $20,000 for a video and a feature, bro, post my shit, bro. And it's gonna be hard because I ain't spending this money for nothing. Post this shit, bro. Don't just run off with a nigga money. And sometimes if you do a song with a celebrity and pay for a feature, they won't clear it. So you can't drop it. Now they just ran off with your feature money. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just little shit you gotta watch out for. Like, I'd rather have a genuine relationship and just go out and pay anybody to do something.
But if you could collab with any artist, you know, and we had this conversation before, I asked you this before, like, who would it be? Because I feel like, it could be out here, it could be, you know what I'm saying, nigga that already on, you know what I'm saying?
Ride for 9, Lil Double O, Young Road.
For sure. I think the Ride for 9, that should be hard.
I had ESTG in my joint. That nigga might be up there now. He might be taxing.
Yeah. I think the ride for it now, that'd be a hard one.
Ride for
Cause y'all talk about similar shit.
I fuck with Young Ro too.
Young Ro. Oh, that's the nigga from. Is he from Philly or New Orleans?
Nah, he from New Orleans. He
signed to Meek.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I fuck with them three hard.
But why them three though?
Cause like, I just feel like they street. I can relate to them, and it's like I ain't never met them, but just like I feel like they ain't gonna try to carry you.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they seem genuine.
Yeah, it seemed like they'd be like, I mean, how fuck with you? Like they'd be like 15 for a feature. You pull up, man, I got 13, bro. I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, niggas be like, nah, I ain't doing it, bro. You got bills. I got bills. You not turning that down.
Niggas gotta learn to respect where they at though. Cause if you coming to Virginia and then you ain't, you know what I'm saying, showing niggas love and ain't bringing bread, then like you might not be invited to come back, or it might be some, you know what I'm saying, some shit when you come back.
Yeah, but that shit whack though. You can't do that just cause they don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Cause if you in that position, you gonna want what you want.
For sure.
I mean, so.
But not posting it though, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't just.
That's kind of crazy. Like, okay, if you need you know what I'm saying, if you need a certain amount, but then you don't post it, that's disrespectful.
It's carrying you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, damn, bro, just post it on your story. Delete it in 24 hours. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
God damn, do something. It is what it is.
But what you think is next? Like, you know, you just dropped the tape, right?
Yeah, but next, it's like I'm starting over though. It's like I just
that's
been
what you feel?
reborn again because I lost my Instagram. That Instagram is a big part of your career.
Promotion and shit, yeah.
That's your money. That's your promotion. That's what people see you at. You might. That's like getting a new phone number, and not telling nobody. Let's say you got all of these label contacts and shit, and then you get a new phone. You lost them. They ain't got your new number.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Now it's like, damn, how I get in contact with these people again? Like, bro, that my old page had me at LA 24/7, Atlanta 24/7, at Ethica. You know what I mean? Trying to get deals, all type of shit. Like,
so
that shit had me places.
Why'd you lose it originally?
Oh, the censorship change. You can't cuss, joke people, post no sexual, nothing, content, repost nothing. I did all of that. And like, you know, people goddamn, they could flag your page or send alerts to your, to Instagram, like report your page type shit. I was getting all of that. And then the last straw, I was on Shade Room, and I was arguing with the woman of different color, a white lady, and I call her a wigger. And
that was the last thing.
Yeah, I closed out my app. Goddamn, I don't know what I was doing. I did this, then and the third, and then came back to my phone, tried to get back in. You know, when you click it.
Yeah, and it just keep refreshing the shit.
Nah, not my page. My page was already gone. I was on a login screen. Like, it just kept saying error. Hold on, man. I type in my shit. When you log into the shit, it tell you what you did wrong. And it gave me a rundown of everything I did wrong. That shit was like the 10 Commandments. That shit was so goddamn long. So I was like, shit. I was like, how the fuck I get my page back? I started Googling that shit and everything. I goddamn, I tried to change the password to my email. That shit ain't work. I followed the Instagram guidelines. I got a code sent to me. I had to take a white sheet of paper and write a number and my Instagram name up there, take a mug shot with the shit. A lot of people know about that shit. They got their page hacked, lost their page. They had to do it. But like, if you got your page hacked, it's different from Instagram taking your shit.
So you can get it back if it got hacked?
Yeah,
oh, for real?
Instagram take your shit. It's over with. That's why Boosie keep getting new pages. Instagram taking his shit. He ain't getting hacked.
Damn.
Yeah, so that shit was over with. And those is like real genuine followers. Like, nothing was brought. So it's like, I was like, damn. Like, that's when I was going out of town. I had out of town followers. That's when I was opening up for the baby and all that shit, all in North Carolina and shit. I was getting hella followers. Now it's hard as shit to get them followers back. Unless you go viral or something. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that shit hard to get them back, man.
So what's the next moves for you? Like, how do you plan on taking it further than you got it right now?
Starting over, traveling again, going places, opening up for shows, networking, posters, merch, all type of shit. That's what I was doing from the jump. Then goddamn, it's like once you get comfortable and then you lose the Instagram while you comfortable, man, that shit fuck you up for real. So it's like, It's basically like I'm a new artist again. Like I gotta start fresh. I gotta do this, that, and the third. Like motherfuckers still know who I am, but like they ain't really knowing who I am because it's like the Instagram, bro. It's just like this. I was at the studio one time. I was out in LA at the studio one time, and like niggas know when you brought followers and likes and shit, but it's some people that's green. So it was like a nigga in the studio was nice as fuck. Everybody on him like, cool, he got like 15K followers, this, that, and the third. But then somebody else walk in the studio, he got 1 million followers. Man, they ain't pay that nigga no mind no more. The nigga that was nice with 15K, 16K followers, like burning niggas in the studio, like bitch get in there and goddamn, damn boy, where you from?
Yeah.
And a nigga walk in like, who you? And tell him his Instagram nigga, damn, what's up? He got a blue chat, fake blue chat. You know, you can tell if your blue chat real, click on the bubbles and say about this account. If you ain't got that, your shit fake. You bought it. Know what I mean? So it's like, damn. Like it's like politics. It's like basketball.
So he had a fake 1 million followers.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna say every follower was fake, but you could tell when that shit fake if you click on the followers or you click on their likes and there's mad Arabian names in your likes and shit. You know what I mean?
Why do niggas do that though? Like niggas can tell. Like I don't get it. You think?
Did you hear what I just said? I was in $1 million studio, bro. The nigga is nice as fuck with 15K followers. When a nigga walked in with 1 million followers in blue check, they paid him no mind. That shit politics. Like if you about to go bag a girl at the club.
You mean like his image type shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it's politics too because if your name, that's him with the 1 million followers, that's him. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? That's like basketball. If you got a nigga from VA that ain't on a top 100 because he ain't go to them camps and shit, but he nice as fuck. But this nigga ass, but he on the top 100 because he went to them camps. His name gonna ring more bells because it's like politics. His name is all over the place, press instead of him. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you go to the club and the girl be like, "What's your Instagram? What's your?" Like I was saying, it's just like not your image, but it's just like if a green bitch see a nigga, he could have 10 racks in his pocket. You feel me? But it's all blues, but it's flat. But a nigga have 5K the sloppy way. I'm gonna fuck with him because it look like more. You feel what I'm saying? But it ain't really more. That's like if you go to the club, you about to bag a girl. You can't get a number, but she like, what's y'all Instagrams? Know what I mean? You really the popping one, but this nigga done bought followers. He got like 20K followers. You got 7K real followers. She probably might follow him before she follow you. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's just like you look more popping. You got more. Like I post a money jump up like this. And mix it in with some ones and some dubs, you know what I mean? They look the same color for real. Otherwise, if I had a stack like this with 20s, with 100s, this stack a 50 ball. You feel what I'm saying? That's a 10. This ain't even 10. Most of them ones. This might be 5K. You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? It's just the image, man. That's how you look.
So how do you create that for yourself though? Like, but in an artist?
What do you mean?
Well, basically what you saying to me is like, they have something that makes people gravitate toward them. It created the energy for us.
Yeah.
So how do you create that for you, but in an authentic way?
Bro, I'm a vibe. Shit, I gotta speak from a person outside looking in, but you know me, bro. I'm a vibe. Period. Like I can have no jewelry on, flip flops, some basketball shorts, and a tank top, but bitch, we gonna have a ball. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna go out, we gonna get them drinks. I ain't about to be the niggas posted up on the wall. When they drop that song in the club, bitch, you might see me in the middle snapping. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's just how it is. I'm not one of them niggas that gotta have this on me or put this on or wear this to goddamn have people gravitate to me. Like when I walk in the room, bitch, you gonna know I'm in the room. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let it be known I'm in the room. So, and I was always funny. I was always the class clown. I was always center of attention. That's why when I get on stages and I perform, that shit, I don't be nervous, scared, none. That shit's natural to me because I always been the center of attention in school. Always. I always got in trouble, but I was smart. You know what I mean? I always was in detention. I always went here, went there. Like while y'all sitting in this same hood all day, and the whole summer y'all chilling, you know what I mean? In this hood, I might goddamn take a trip to Florida, meet somebody. I'm gonna go stay with my Aunt Nikki for about 2 weeks in DC, go to some parties and shit out there. I'm gonna come back home. I'm gonna go out to Ridge. I'm gonna go out Green Run. I'm gonna go down the beach to Landis and kick it. I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna come back out north on Granby Street and go to their events. Know what I mean? I'm everywhere, so it's like I'm making my presence be known. It's just like that's just like a nigga going to one high school their whole high school career, but you done went to goddamn Green Run. You done went to goddamn.
You gonna know everybody.
Oscar Smith. You done went to Booker T, and you finished off at Salem. You feel what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, you done went to every goddamn city just about. Now your name known at every school, especially if you that dude.
But how do you speed that process up though? You get what I'm saying? Because in order to go to different school, that's a whole school year. You know what I'm saying? Like in order to go, yeah.
You gotta be outside, bro.
But is there a way that you could do it being inside?
Social
media. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. And that's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
What since you see that these people they got 1 million followers. This person might have a chain on. It might be fake as hell, but they see the chain, they might gravitate to this person. Well, what is your thing? Like, what is your method, or what is going?
I don't got no method. It's just
sure.
It's just word of mouth. Like I was just at the studio and shit. I ain't even know hella people that was in there, but we started shooting dice and shit in the studio. They're like, "Damn, who you?" I'm like, "I'm BeachBoyTae." "Oh shit, you BeachBoyTae? This, that, and the third." All right. Now that word of mouth might go back to where he from and be like, "Shit, bitch, Wiz at the studio. Bitch, Wiz gambling with Tay, BeachBoyTae." Ain't like I'm a big name, but it's just like, now his mouth just got me known over here because I was gambling. Now when they come to the studio and they see me there, bitch, I heard you gamble, get down. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like word of mouth. Like I could be at home and I have a crowd over here, but I did the cypher with you and everybody on that cypher from different cities. Now they know that's BeachBoyTae from the beach. They watching it. Now when they see me out, they might speak. I might speak to them. I don't know who they is, but if I ain't the type of nigga that's just gonna walk in the room. Like this little shit right here was a party. I ain't the type of nigga that's gonna walk in the room and I mean, chill. I'm gonna go in this bit. Y'all bitches morning. Y'all get up with the shots at. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? From there, you know, social media. Everybody got their cameras out. They done tagged me and shit. BeachBoyTae was in this bitch, this, that, and the third. It just moved. It just traveled with the murder mouth for real, or social media. For real. It ain't no method. It's authentic. It's just like, I don't know, bro. That shit just, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I get exactly what you're saying. That does work, you know what I'm saying? Basically networking, with your personality, you know what I'm saying, with your presence.
If I can get you to laugh, I got you.
For sure.
All I need to do. I ain't got to tell you I rap. I ain't got to be fresh. A nigga could be Gucci down. I come up black jeans, fresh black Timbs, black tee. Probably a nice little designer belt, know what I mean? Fresh edge up, you feel what I'm saying? I ain't gotta wear all that. I mean, I look sweeter than you when you got all that. Know what I mean, all black look sweet regardless. You like all black too, now you like all white. Sure. Yeah, but I mean, look sweeter. I look sweeter than you. You probably the nigga probably look country because the Gucci look dumb on you. You feel what I'm saying? But that's how I be for real.
So, how do you spread that with a bunch of people? That's kind of where I'm getting to, like.
How I spread what? My presence?
Exactly. So basically what I'm saying is, this is how I'm thinking about it, right? You got presence. I know that. Everybody know that. But how do you put it on a different platform to where that is, the effect that you have on people is multiplied by 1,000. You put it in front of 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying now. Now, stop me if I'm going off topic or wrong. Like the shit you just said, right? It's like, when I'm trying to spread it or catch people, it don't work. But like, just like last weekend or whatever, when I was at my cousin's crib and shit, when we was having like a color party, and we all in there just being ourselves. Like, cause I'm not used to talking on camera. I'm getting used to talking on camera, but like, if a camera come out or like I'm taking pictures, it ain't gonna come out right. You feel what I'm saying? But if we in there turned up, we chilling, and somebody sneak recording you, and they showing the real you, like I'm always the real me, but you get what I'm saying? Like I'm acting the ass, I'm acting how I always act, and then they just upload it. Now when they upload it, they tag me and I repost. It's natural. Now that's how it gets out there. I can't just I can't just walk around and y'all be like, all right, ready, go, and record, and then I just
create a moment.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, how do you take those moments that people made? You know what I'm saying? You already see like, all right, this niggas fuck with this piece of content. How do you take that, put that towards as many people as possible? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't, bro. I don't. I think the only thing that I did that way and took it that way and put it towards as many people as possible is
Like
when,
you say cheese or something like
yeah, like say cheese, but like when I did Young Crazy did a remix, the Old Town Road, and I was acting in the beginning. Nobody never seen me act. You feel what I'm saying? But like the shit was funny as a motherfucker, and it was in the beginning of his video. He already a big name, so you done put me in the beginning of his video. Now people weak as a bitch, like what the fuck is that? Now I just put it out in front of y'all face. You know what I mean? Like to catch different crowds and different type of people, and now they know it's me. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't know how to do that, bro. I don't think I do. I don't think I do that. Do I do that?
what you mean?
Like what you just said. Like how do I put it?
But I think that would be the key, like, to, you know what I'm saying, the next level. Basically, people already know your personality around here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you spread that to, you know, for everybody to see your personality? I look at it like when Cardi B was coming up, she just had her videos everywhere. Like people just like her personality, and when she dropped music, it was like, I fuck with her. I'm gonna go listen to her music.
She was
You know what
already
I'm saying?
known though. She was a dancer.
Yeah.
Everybody knew her back home.
Exactly how everybody know you.
But I think it took her up a notch when she did like a TV show with DJ Self or
She
something.
did do a
right?
TV show.
Yeah, so
And that's
like,
how
that's
she
what took
showed
her
her
up.
personality
Yeah, that's how she
on
showed
a
it.
bigger scale.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the way I show my personality is how I do when I'm chilling with my family. Like if I'm just straight on joke time, playing around, turned up, drinking all, you know what I mean, looking and shit. That's how I show it. I can't just show it. I don't know how to just show it.
Yeah. Nah, that makes
Because I'm
sense.
a real
You
private
can't
person, to
make
be
it.
honest.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't gonna know too much. Like, my girl can't even get a lot out of me because it's just like, sometimes I don't be wanting to talk because I know your situation ain't the same as mine. So if I talk, I'm gonna feel like, I don't know, I ain't gonna feel like I'm belittled, but I'm gonna feel like, damn, I came from some fucked up shit. You didn't. Now you probably gonna look at me different. It's just like I can't really talk to somebody that ain't been through the type of shit I've been through. And I know my family gonna watch, so don't think I'm just saying my life is fucked up. It won't, but y'all get what I'm saying. You get my drift and shit. So,
They not gonna understand
yeah,
because of the.
yeah, type of shit.
What's next? I know I already asked what's next.
Mm-hmm.
Where you like? What's the plans from?
Management. I
Okay.
need a manager. I need somebody, and I'm not just talking about my homeboy coming up to me like, I'll be a manager. I can't. You got to be serious, and it got to be somebody with some type of connection. You got to be some type of plug, Because like before I'm asking about a manager, like before I lost my Instagram, it was just us. It was real live, me and my cousin Tavy, for real. Like I even got mixtape placements, like on big mixtapes. Like you know how like the celebrities do like the mixtapes, them shits be welling for real. It's just a way for them to make money, but you get placements on tape. Like my cousin was doing that, and then like my homeboy Larry and shit, he was getting me bookings in DC, like the Host Club Stadium and shit like that, all type of shit like that. And then like I was booking the shows on my own, and then like if I had to pay for the show to open up, I pay that shit. Like we was doing that shit on our own for real. But it's like at some point in time, you're gonna need to change that shit. You're gonna need somebody, you know what I mean? Or if you're gonna keep doing it yourself, y'all need to sit down and really study how to really get indoors and how to do that shit for real. And then like you're gonna need a feature at some point. You're gonna need a feature at some point. Ain't nobody about to just keep sitting and listen to you. I mean, they probably will, but unless you blow up off some viral shit or one of them celebrities post, you need that feature. You need it. But the feature you need is going, like we said earlier, can't be nobody that's going to carry you. It got to be somebody that fuck with you like, man, this nigga hard, I'm posting. Like one post could take you out of here. Everybody that Meek posted on his page, I watched that shit, bro. They took off. Everybody Drake gave a feature to, they took off. Like, that's how I knew about all the new artists. That's how I knew about Roddy Ricch, Non-Q, Dex Osama, Dej Loaf, Young Ro, all them. That's how, from Meek page. I ain't know who they was. When Meek posted them, I clicked on that shit. I followed them. Niggas was hard. So that celebrity feature, you need that shit. I think, anyway. And you need your package. Depends on what kind of rapper you is, though. Depending on what lane you is. Like,
Shoot a rapper, kill a rapper, or you can be
Or
a
like
hustler, or you know what I'm
like
saying?
a J. Cole and
A J.
Kendrick
Cole
type
type
rapper.
shit.
Like a J. Cole and Kendrick type rapper. You don't really need that rapper package. If you on the opposite side of that fence, you need that kit. Like the kit I'm talking about is that you need to throw that shit
stamp.
on. You need that chain.
For sure.
You need them ears to be hitting. You need a watch. One or the other. Or all three. You feel what I'm saying? You need that shit done. Cause people want to see. They want to see shit. You feel what I'm saying? They want to see what you doing. They want you go to the casino. They want to see you win that money. You put that shit on. They want to see how you got it. They want to see that money. They want to see you flex. You feel what I'm saying? They don't want to keep seeing you goddamn chilling out in the hood, tank top and black DCs and some shit.
They want to see you elevate.
Yeah, they want to see that shit. Cause now when especially if they know you and then they see you elevating, they see you putting that shit on, they see you with all that shit. I'm like, damn, I know this nigga for real. I know I can do that. I fuck with that shit. I seen that nigga grind. They don't want to keep seeing you. You were fucked up 5 years later. You still got that shit on that you had on 5 years earlier. Fucked up. They don't want to see that shit. They want to see that shit. They want to see that shit. You know what I mean?
Bro.
They want to see you pop it.
So is there anything that you want to tell the people? Like anything? I always ask this at the interview, at the end of the interviews. What exactly do you stand for? Is there's anything you want to tell the audience that's listening?
The main thing I say is be you. Cause a lot of times it be some rappers be welling. Like if you gonna rap, like early when I was rapping, like in my early days, like high school and when I first got to college, I just used to say some shit just to say it because it was on the track. I'm like, but people not.
They don't hit you. They don't hit the people like.
Don't hit the
they
people.
know you,
and it don't even hit me.
Yeah.
But then when I start rapping that shit, like
Talking about
hitting
your
them
life.
licks, them dice games, my mama on drugs, and church every Sunday, but on opposite side of the church, I'm goddamn, no. I mean, getting that weed off and shit like that, like it hit different, like it's real, and everything 100% facts. Everything I say, you can pull my card. Anybody I grew up with, my shit, I call my aunt Pam, I call my dad. I mean, mama, my grandma, you can pull my card. Ain't nothing fabricated. Now I mean, now like I said, when I first started, like that 2012 and all that shit, I was just saying shit to say shit.
That's
like,
what you do
I pull
when
a
you
rabbit
start.
out of the hat, pat that dumbass shit. Know what I mean? Like I don't do that. But when you really, know what I mean, it hit different because like even motherfuckers, that's basically what it is, bro. If you wellin', it ain't gonna take off for real. If that's really you, like if a nigga start rap, if I seen a nigga do this, that, and the third.
So you were saying that somebody not rapping about their life is not gonna take off like that.
Yeah, but it don't even necessarily got to be their life. It's just like even shit you around or shit you seen, like it ain't gonna really take off. Like if I seen you actually do that, this, that, and the third, or the people around you actually do that, and you rap about it, like damn, that's real. You know what I mean? I can fuck with that. I'm gonna listen to that. Other than that, nah.
I think niggas
Some
can,
shit sound good though when it ain't real. That shit be hard though. But it's just like if I know you and you said, stop it. Like we'll be in the studio one time. Like they'll correct me on some shit. Like nah, don't do that. Don't say that. Or me and LV will be in the stew. I remember one time he had said something about a watch. He was about to get the watch, but he ain't had yet. Like nah, don't say that shit. Talk about them rings you got on, but you got them. Them bitches busting. Them VS rings. Talk about them. Replace that with the watch. It's just like I don't like yes men.
you gotta keep niggas on point.
Yeah, we don't like yes men in the studio with us and shit. Like boy, that shit was hard. You know that shit wasn't hard, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, and plus I think you can tell when somebody lying.
Yeah.
At least I can. You know what I'm saying? It take a lot of like when you talking about it in detail. I know like okay, this might be true.
Yeah.
So to end it off, is there any artists that you want to work with out here that you haven't worked with yet?
I can't think of none off the
Said,
head
fuck them
that
niggas.
I ain't fucking because we all in the same boat. We gotta get on, but it's just like if I got a genuine relationship with you, let's get it. If I don't got no genuine relationship with you, I ain't trying to
Look into goddamn.
But niggas know who I fuck with. Niggas know who I don't fuck with. You know I fuck with you, shit. We can hop in that booth anytime. Other than that, no.
We got Gravity Films, BeachBoyTae. We out.